So, about the piece and about the guitar. The piece, I wrote it in 2018, and it was after a fairly long hiatus from composing, and I kept meaning to do it, get around to it. And then in 2018, I turned 70 years old. It's like, if not now, when? And I wrote that piece. The title came from a conversation I had, I think it was in public, like an interview or something with Lou Harrison, who was a local, very, very wonderful composer that I knew. But I asked him, and he's so prolific, when did he find the time to write all this music? And he was in his 70s, maybe 80s when I was talking to him. And he said, oh, there's no time. There's only stolen moments. And I'm like, I remembered that. And then when I said, I can't wait any longer to get back around to composing or something I'd wanted to do all this time. And so that's where that title of that piece came from. And also there's other things I stole that are inside it, but I'm not going to tell you about that. It's funny, in a funny scordatura, it's tuned with a capo. If you see the capo, it's normal tuning, but the capo goes on just 5 strings. So even though it's scored as though it was in the key of C major, like this, but then that low note, the pitches are actually E, but you read it as though it was in C. So it makes this funny, beautiful kind of elfin sound. This particular guitar would be what I consider has been a mainstay of design for my work for 20 years maybe. The signature model, elevated fingerboard, double top, it's lattice brace, cedar top on the outside, spruce on the inside. I always make that kind of plus and minus sandwich for this thing. The elevated fingerboard, you can see this. There's sound ports. Most of the elements in this now have become fairly standard, or at least familiar in contemporary builders. Most of them were considered kind of radical or dangerous or something when I started doing them, but evolution happens, and that's what we got here. Stolen Moments, signature guitar.
I can't believe you knew Mr. Harrison.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was around him quite a bit.
Really?
I was part of a group that would, he was the center of attention in the New Music Works, was a part of a presenting organization that I was part of for many, many years, still going. I don't do much with him, but of course he was the godfather. So he was our composer in Santa Cruz. Lou's music was so diverse.
I love his music. I was studying him.
Did you? Yeah, he was such a flaming queen and such a genius and so comfortable with all aspects of himself. And he would be fun to talk to. We had many conversations, including many on the radio. When I was on the radio, then Lou Harrison was a regular, thing. And so that was fun, but it was just, for me, it was amazing to see the guy was so prolific, and you'd ask him where something came from. Oh, I just thought of that. It just seemed so easy to him. His place, they lived with this old guy who looked like Gabby Hayes or something. They were, until he died. But they had this piece of property, and where Lou said he did it was kind of lovely, kind of like your house, only still with the redwood all showing, with high stuff like that, and it's more up in the hills. But where he did the writing, there was this old trailer, an old travel trailer it had a tarp on the roof, and it was just like buried in piles of junk behind this fence and stuff all leaning up. That's where he did his composing, most of his composing. He'd just go in there and just disappear, and then he'd come out with a symphony. It was like, wow. I never saw inside it, but it was just he liked to be the center of attention, but he didn't demand it.
Yeah.
And of course, he knew everybody. and I mean, I saw him together with Terry Riley, saw him together with John Cage, with, you know, the conductors, Dennis Russell Davies, and all the people that were around, Michael Tilson Thomas. Then he was just like, they would just, I don't know, be doing shit together.
Yeah.
It was fun, really fun.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, and also the funny thing was that I would try to think of what the timeline between when he told me or told the world or just and told himself that no, it's just in stolen moments, and I understood exactly what he meant. That if you wait for the right time, you could be waiting forever, basically. And I had been waiting for the right time and waiting forever. And I thought, oh, like Scarlatti, I'll do it when I'm 50. Or before, you know, I thought, I'll get to it in 10 years, when I'm 40. And then, well, I'll do it when I'm 50. And then it's like, I'll do it one of these days. And then it's like, I'm 70. Oh, you know, what am I going to do with it? And so then it's been pretty steady since then.